That big weekend, obviously, you might want to spend outdoors or indoors, maybe catch a movie. Las Vegas Weekly's film editor Josh Bell is here to talk about two films that are new at the box office this weekend. I look forward to this one, Hands of Stone, Josh, but I don't know, I haven't been hearing great things. What did you think?
Yeah, what you've been hearing is probably about right.
Okay.
This is, it's a biopic about Roberto Duran, a famous boxer who actually fought in Las Vegas a number of times,
Sure.
although that's not really in the movie.
Okay.
Mainly,
We didn't make it.
He's, no, a very, very brief Las Vegas moment, but mostly this is about kind of the early part of his career. He grew up in Panama, and it's about his relationship with his trainer, Ray Arcel, played by Robert De Niro, and the famous fight that he had with Sugar Ray Leonard, where he walked away from the fight in the middle for reasons that people speculate about.
Right.
And you think, given the speculation about that this movie would want to give you a better understanding of who this guy is and why he might have done these things, but it just kind of goes through a lot of generic boxing movie beats, and it really doesn't make him come off very well. He's not a very likable guy in this movie. Edgar Ramirez plays Duran, and he does an okay job, and De Niro, I mean, you know, De Niro is De Niro, and he's fine as the trainer, but I feel like this movie doesn't really give you any solid insight into this guy's life, and instead it goes through a lot of very familiar rise and fall kind of boxing movie cliches without giving you anything new.
Yeah, and I feel like there are a lot of boxing movies.
There
Does it feel that way?
Yes, there have
Am I
been,
wrong?
and Robert De Niro has been in at least one great boxing movie. And that's not to say that there couldn't be something new or exciting in that genre, or that this guy's life is not worthy of a film, but I don't think this movie gives you what you would want out of that.
Okay, is it worth renting? Maybe something to catch later?
I think maybe if you're a big boxing fan, especially if you like Duran, if you know a lot about him, there was an ESPN documentary about that Sugar Ray Leonard fight a few years ago, so if you saw that, maybe want to see more.
Okay.
It could be a rental or an HBO kind of thing, but otherwise it's easily skipped.
Got it. Well, okay, what about Jason Statham's new movie? This is a sequel, Mechanic Resurrection. I like him. I think he's a great action star.
He is a great action star. This is not one of his better movies, unfortunately. Yeah, not a great week at the movies, unfortunately. The original Mechanic, or the first Statham Mechanic, which was actually a remake of a Charles Bronson movie from the 1970s, also was not maybe one of his best films, but at least had kind of a decent hook, and he was training a protege. It had Ben Foster in it. This one, it doesn't really even connect. It could have been about any character. It has a very sloppy, convoluted plot. It's got this really weak villain. It's got some mediocre action, but even the special effects and the cinematography are not great. It kind of looks like a straight-to-video type movie. If you just want to see Jason Statham kick some people in the face, it does have that, but I think there are better options that you could rent to see Statham in a movie that's more entertaining, maybe has more self-awareness, a little more humor to it. This is pretty grim and a bit of a slog to get through, unfortunately.
Okay, so maybe another rental. All right, well,
yeah,
you know, what can you do?
Unfortunately, it's the dog days of summer at the movies.
All right, we hope for a better fall, right, Josh?
Yes, I think so.
All right, thanks so much, Josh Bell. Stay with us.